We need to talk about something I know about.
Can I just pick you?
Thank you. Welcome to episode 2 of the Grumpy Chronicles.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
hey.
Hell yeah.
Let's get another one-liner in.
Yeah, you had the clip of...
This would be the smallest mic drop ever, though, right?
Yes, for sure. We want to keep it more or less... It's a weirdly sensitive mic, but...
I, too, am sensitive.
Yes. Yeah, it's still Bluetooth, yeah. How was your week, guys?
It's good. It's Tuesday, so it's...
How was your week?
It's good. I
had a good
week.
week.
Just normal, it'll be fine.
I had a good week.
Yeah.
I screamed at one of the line cooks that I work with.
Yeah.
And that wasn't good.
No.
I realized that I was wrong for doing that.
It's at the Cineplex you work at, right?
Yes. It's in a place that I steal food and work out.
Yes.
It should not have yelled at them. But yeah, that was most of what my week was. Then I danced this weekend and I mostly worked.
Nice.
What did you do?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes.
Just did stand-up the last 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah, I did the Gibbons yesterday. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
What kind of dancing do you do?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What kind of music do you like to dance?
I went to a rave in Bassam.
Okay.
Yeah. So I took a little bit of acid.
Some EDM shit or...
Well, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was, but yeah, it was like house music.
Okay.
Which is enjoyable, but I took too much acid to be on the same vibe as everybody else.
How much is too much acid?
I took 2 tabs.
That sounds like a lot.
Too many for me.
No, it's not that much because I've been doing it a lot, so my tolerance is down. But still, yeah, I wasn't. Well, as long as someone else tweaks harder than you, you feel normal. So,
By comparison, yeah.
Exactly, right? I'm sweating off your cap, and someone else is literally like putting ice in their ass.
The colors must have been intense.
Yeah, kind of. Very much. When I left, it was very intense.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And like an acid trip lasts a while, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Too long.
Too long. Eric, you think?
The one time I had a really good acid trip was when I was doing the talking down, like someone else was losing their mind.
Yeah.
I never felt so good about myself.
Right.
Because I usually am the guy bad tripping.
Yeah.
So what do you do when somebody's like tripping out? You go like...
I wasn't very helpful. I was just trying, but you gotta let them figure that out usually. You just stand nearby.
Nightmares.
You just stand nearby. If they need you, you give them some water or something. But acid is a little more... they'll just kind of sit there kind of thing, but mushrooms can get really weird with people.
I've yet to try acid. I'm working my way up there. I've done mushrooms a couple of times, but I imagine acid's obviously more intense, the psychedelic trip. Yeah.
I think so, but I think you get less delusions. Like
Really?
when I do mushrooms, I start thinking weird shit. I start thinking not horrible, but weird things. But acid is more external, right? It's not my whole mind. I feel. That's at least my perception of things.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, I feel like I'm the Avatar or something. Weird stuff happens.
To be I haven't done anything.
You're like 5 years
10
older than me. You're like 6 years older.
I'm 20, turning 30 in September now, so...
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
The beginning of the end. The beginning of the end.
A lot happens from your early 20s until your late 20s, I find. Those are very formative years, for sure.
30s too, though.
Yeah, it's
30s
100%.
too.
100%.
And the 40s coming.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I'm not having a good time so far. That's not true. I'm actually having probably a better time than I did in my 30s. So.
Yeah.
Is this close enough?
That's good. You're good. You're fine.
I can just clip it to my hair, actually.
How do you guys feel about having children as you get older?
The hard questions. These are the special questions. I'm so possessive over inanimate objects, I could not imagine negotiating childcare with another person. Don't put him there. Not like that. I couldn't. I don't think I could do it.
You don't think you're chill dude. That sucks because a lot of really chill dudes are like, I don't think I could have a child, and then that means that less chill people are going to be born.
I'd be worried about influencing them. You want to influence them, but you don't want to influence them too much.
Right.
You know, so it's like, listen to me. No, don't listen to me.
Right.
Do what you want. Like that's, I would just be too.
It's. I guess now I kind of understand. It's hard not to, like, as a parent, knowing all the things you may have fucked up in life, kind of want to impart that knowledge to your children.
Yeah.
And that can end up being maybe overly strict with your kids. Maybe that's not what you want.
I remember too many times parents saying things like, "You'll see when you're older," and then when that's
Yeah.
confirmed, you can't help but realize that's just the nature of growing up.
Yeah.
You have to reject what the parents are saying. Like, you know, if your parents are drug addicts, you'll likely be like, "Screw you! I'm going to study hard." You know, and if your parents are studious, you're more likely to party hard.
Oh yeah.
You're always the antithesis of what your parents do.
Definitely.
Basically.
Definitely.
Do you think you guys would be strict parents or very lax parents?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like one day I'd be like, no, you do as I say, you call me, and then I'd be like trying to also win them over. So it would just be Jekyll and Hyde on my part for sure. I'm terrible.
Like, I'm on the fence if I ever want kids, and that's gonna be harder for me because I'd have to. I if I wanted kids, I'd want to adopt them. I don't want to go through the whole in vitro. That seems weird to me. It feels weird to me. Yeah.
Oh right, I didn't even.
It does. Yes. Yeah.
It's good to adopt. But
Sure.
You can just fuck a lady for the result.
I
You
could.
wouldn't do the traditional deposit.
I could just traditional deposit.
It's for the sake of it.
Exactly. But I'd want to have a partner who would balance the strictness. Like, maybe my partner's a little more relaxed. I'm the more.
You're the military.
Maybe, yeah. Or we constantly switch between good cop, bad cop all the time, or something like that. Yes.
No, I've had an encounter, and I don't know how that would have gone. So
Yeah.
I won't elaborate on that much more.
Yeah. But I mean,
Let's just say I wouldn't be doing comedy.
sure thing. But I love the energy of children. They're just nice. They're just fun.
I got nephews.
Yeah.
I think I only like kids if they show a hobby. If they got a talent, I'm all about it. I'll give them
Yes.
money. I'll be like, I'll fuel that hobby.
You can force them.
Yeah, kind of like a pimp a little bit.
We're joined by Avanti. Hello, Avanti. How's it going?
It's all right.
You all right? Yeah. That's okay. Just keep talking. Just don't even.
Goodness, I'm interrupted.
No, you're good. Sit
You've
down.
joined.
Join us.
You've joined is what you're doing.
Join us.
If I had a child, I'd like force them to do piano or like trombone.
Oh, definitely.
I'd be like very strict.
They need to be
about learning
talented.
something. Yes.
Yes.
I resent
They
my
have to
parents
be
for not
talented.
forcing me to
They
do
have to
something,
audition to
right?
be your kid.
Yeah. I'd make them like.
My children would speak at least 3-4 languages. At
It's
least.
easy when you're young.
Yeah.
It's easy when you're young.
Wow, that's funny.
I make them dance like a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And if they do bad things, I wouldn't hit them. I would like make them run for a long while so they have good cardio. I think I'd be a strict parent and I'd have like my girlfriend be the lax one, and I'd be like the disciplinary.
Yeah.
It would be enjoyable.
What about you?
Would you be a strict parent?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you beat your kids?
No.
No, I could never either. I couldn't.
If you instill enough fear of authority in them, it's not necessary.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That's very Brown. I like that. That's very.
You've disappointed me.
Hell yeah. All right. How did we get to kids? How did we talk?
I started it because we were talking about getting older. Would you like? How many children would you guys have? And
So
with no like.
I have actually thought about that. Like I was born, I was an accident. You know, like many first children are. They actually pulled my sister in to be like a companion. Like, could you imagine being dragged into this world to be my companion? Like, what the fuck? Like, so yeah, I think I owe my sister a lot more than I give her. Like, she was pulled into this world to like be either entertained by me or be my entertainer. I'm not sure which way it is. But I guess it makes sense to not have the only child. You know? I got a friend who's an only child. He's pretty awful.
I can imagine, yeah. Unless you're like spoiled by your parents or aunts and uncles, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. What do you mean if you're an only child?
If you're an only child, yeah.
You It can make you weird. I
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You have a brother.
I have a younger brother and 3 older half brothers.
Oh shit, I have a half sister.
My mother was my father's 3rd marriage, so I
Third marriage.
3rd marriage, yes.
Yeah, the last one at least.
Yes, the last one for sure. And they're much older. I barely see them, but yeah, they're
Much older.
much older. The oldest is like in his 60s. My parents had a 30-year age gap. It was insane.
Holy shit! How old are your parents?
My father was 84 when he died, so he was quite old. And my mom is in her mid 50s now, so they got a pretty significant age gap.
Your mom was young.
Sorry,
Mom was young.
much younger. Yes, yeah.
Mine was
She was
21.
22 when they got married. Yeah. Neither side of the family supported it. It was disaster from the beginning, and
That's crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely,
I
yeah.
look at my little
I
sister
thought
who's
it was a
this.
stone cold
Say that
a
again.
stone cold geriatric fox.
Yeah, I guess so. You could see it that
Silver
way.
haired fox.
I mean, sure, it's
Tail
not.
snatcher.
I guess so. Yes.
Tucker can only dream.
You want to go get your beer? You can go get your beer. Yeah, for sure. Hold the mic. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, my parents are were and are still crazy. But I find most comedians have a pretty eclectic family background. Would you say your parents are interesting people?
They're very nice,
Yeah.
normal people. They're very nice, normal people.
Yeah.
They were like a year apart when they had me, and I'm an only child.
Okay.
I kind of resent that. I wish they had more children.
Interesting.
I'd have more social skills if they had
Oh,
more
you are
children.
an only child.
I am off
Yeah. Where are your parents from?
Haiti.
Haiti. Okay,
We're
yeah,
Haitian,
Haitian.
both of them.
Yeah. That doesn't seem common. Is that common to have a single child in Haiti? I feel like families
I don't know.
tend to be a little bigger.
None of my cousins are only children. None of
Yeah.
my people that I know are only children. It's bad to have an only child.
Right.
But if you have like a neurosis, like a specific neurotic trait,
Sure.
nobody is there to temper it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
you
yeah.
weird.
100%.
It's not a good thing.
100%. Yeah.
You masturbate too much because nobody's ever there to like stop
I
you.
I
Yeah, that
feel
only
you.
affects only kids.
There's nobody in the house. I'm gonna jerk off for the plasma TV.
That's funny.
But I would have a lot of children if I
Right.
God willing, I would have a lot of children.
Free labor.
Yeah, make them work on the farm.
Franchise.
Again, very brown of you. Free labor.
Yeah.
How many children you would have? How many children would you have?
I guess 2 seems like the appropriate.
To replace yourself and your girl?
Yeah.
Gotta preserve the white race.
Yeah, it could be 2.1.
Stop the genocide.
Stop the Hell
Not
yeah.
going well.
No, I heard white people will be a minority in Canada in about
Tomorrow.
in the
Not if you have anything to do about it.
in the 2050s probably,
Yeah.
if the projections are accurate, if they're to believe.
Do you
Yes.
think everything will tip in the opposite direction again all of a sudden?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Who are they going to be supplanted by?
Well, no, just immigrants in general just have a higher. Sure, yeah. I think every other ethnicity will just has a higher birth rate, but that usually tapers down by the second generation.
I mean, I think the thing people forget about Canada is it is kind of a reset state. Like it is supposed to, in some ways. It's like the immigrant of the day, right? Like
Right.
It's like 300 years Canada. Don't quote me on that. But my history's garbage, but it's 107. I don't know, like
Something like that. I'm not sure.
I'm not on Jeopardy, so it's okay.
No.
But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
People seem to think it was a certain way, but it's actually just always going to be changing. Right? That's the very nature of this country, in a sense.
Yeah, I guess
This territory, rather.
the argument is that the rate of change is unprecedented. Like,
But I'm sure it was before too, right?
yes.
Like, what was the difference with a bunch of European settlers coming in and dramatically changing?
That's true. Yeah, that's a
So
fair
there's, like,
point.
even though I
Yes.
can see the argument. Like,
Yes.
oh, now, what is this, a political podcast? But you can see the argument, but then you can also see the counter argument, which is like kind of just the nature of the way things move. So like the earliest settlers came maybe a little more flagrant, let's just say, like
Yeah.
in terms of how it was done.
Right.
Then you had waves of different types of groups of immigrants, and then you have the tensions that happen, the Irish, the Italians, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
it just seems like probably a natural gradient that these things would continue in that way. 'Cause
Right.
Canada isn't really. I mean, it's kind of a project.
Yeah, I'd say the whole continent's been a project for sure. That's a good point. I think we often look at a micro perspective, and like if we just zoom out a bit, that yes,
because.
history is full of these like epoch changes, I guess.
And I think too, like the lens that we have nowadays, right? We're talking like 50 to 100 years and all the technology that happened. So we're able to kind of formulate this idea of like, it just doesn't seem logical to me. Like in both directions, I think it is going too fast because just from a resources standpoint.
Sure.
And yeah, cultural shift, sure.
Yeah.
You know, but to make it seem like this was specifically a European country or something, maybe isn't the greatest argument. It's like, because it wasn't before, right?
Right, no, that's fair,
what
yeah.
most people claim, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I really,
it's easy to get canceled.
I don't know.
That's all I have to do.
Hey, CJ. We're joined by CJ, local comedian. Join us.
Discussing
Yes.
how the brown race will spread, and it's inevitable.
Oh, that's perfect timing. We were just talking about.
Say that to the camera.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
You can't beat us, so join us.
Yeah.
Breed with us.
Can't
We're
beat
brown
'em.
face. Get a chance.
How many children do you think you'll have, or do you wish to have?
I already have one.
Yeah.
So 0.
No more. That's cool.
How old?
No, I
How
don't
old
know, man. Like, especially if you know in Canada, you get paychecks per kid. Did you know that? Did you know that?
I do.
Yeah. So like they give you like I don't know.
I'd like to change my answer.
Yeah. So there's some women who they have as many kids as they can just because it adds up. You know, every month they get like four G's.
It's an aging population.
It
So that
is.
kind of makes sense.
It's crazy. Like Canada is crazy for that. Like they're actually influencing more people to just have more kids. You know.
You, your dream likes, like, how many kids would you have?
2 or 3 probably.
I like the idea of 5 or 6 just to be like annoying.
Yeah.
That's literally my answer.
But also just like to have like helpers, because like that's why like you know that like yeah exactly that's why like people like her have like 10, 20 kids.
The more kids you have, the more likely it is that one of them will become rich.
That's exactly. I feel the exact same way.
Could you imagine the work reviews? Like you're not performing up to quota, son. Like
Oh yeah, they're not to your kids.
And like you have a
no
lot of
bonus
them,
this Christmas.
the older ones can start raising the younger ones.
Yeah.
That's the move, right?
That's so true.
Absolutely.
You can have the older ones punish the younger ones. Like,
Nobody raises their 6th child.
No, you're right.
That's a fair point.
It's just the inertia of the other.
Even the 3rd child starts to they're just leaving it on the floor kind of thing. Like,
My mother was the youngest of 9 children, and she was effectively raised by her siblings. Like it was just this wild, yeah. Big Catholic family. My father's the second oldest of 7, so
That's the way
7.
to do it.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have no cousins.
like Catholic
No
families,
cousins, zero.
they be banging.
Yeah.
I used to go around and be like, "Are you guys fucking? Or are you guys making more children?" Like that was a thing that they did, at least in Quebec. Yeah,
Quebec families used to be huge for sure.
yeah, and they would have religious incentives to fuck and
Yes.
have more children.
Yes.
It's probably very fun.
And to number the Anglos to some extent.
And then if I have a lot of kids, I can fill them with my specific ideology and make them all weird in a specifically nice, pleasant way.
That's a cult.
Yeah.
This cult is a family. Maybe.
It's like rectangles and squares. All cults are families, but are all families cults? Maybe.
It depends on the size. If you're talking 7 kids, it could become a cult.
I think 2 people can make up a cult. You know, it's like codependent couple.
Like 2 people? Is that like the minimum?
I don't know.
That's a shitty cult if you only have
Yeah.
one
That's
person.
That's just domestic abuse.
Yeah.
That's not even a fan base.
No, barely.
Or maybe your wife's your biggest fan. You know?
Like the cult I grew up in was pretty small. It was like 30 people. So
You were in a cult?
Yeah, you did.
effectively, it was a cult. It was a small
Like a
Spanish
like a cult.
Pentecostal church. Yeah, it was half of it was the pastor's family, and then like a smattering of other people, including my family. It was never bigger than 30 people.
Well, if the pastor's fucking everybody's wife, it soon becomes
No,
everybody's
you-
So
crowded.
That's how
that
they grew
didn't
up.
happen.
That did not happen?
No. So I mean, on the spectrum of cults, it wasn't the worst cult, but it was certainly.
I was watching this thing on Netflix about like this guy. Like he started a cult, and like he was like an old like bald like white guy, and like he just had a lot of charisma, you know. And he was like having like all these 20-year-olds like living with him in his apartment,
Yes.
and he was just banging them,
Yes.
banging them.
You need to have charisma.
You need to have charisma.
You
Like
have
he was
to be
like telling me,
charismatic.
like, believe in yourself.
My pastor's not
Believe in
charismatic at
yourself and
all.
stuff like that, and like those young people want to hear that shit, and then they're gonna be like, "I'm gonna
I
fuck
can
you."
barely find one person.
Yeah.
Imagine me trying to convert everyone in my cult.
Right.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
I like stuff. Like,
Yes.
it wouldn't work out
I've
for
met
me.
a number of people who are in or have been in cults, and I'm a little surprised by how common they are. I thought they were like quicksand or something. Like they're just something you worry about in storybooks,
Kind of in
but
one.
they're everywhere.
Well, if everything
We're kind of in one right now.
What kind of affirmation? Like, how fucked up is your life to be to look for that affirmation in other places? Be like, this guy is validating me. I am gonna open my pussy to him.
I think it's subtle, right? It's
Subtle?
like, it's subtle. It's like, yeah, we all just play guitar and we play pickleball and
Yeah.
sometimes talk about life. And he
once
slowly
in a while.
and surely, this like wise old dude starts telling you that if you suck his dick, you'll go into heaven. I don't know how, but there's a way to do it.
That's a bold transition.
Yeah, but like
I don't think
subtly,
they
right?
bring out the brand on day one. They don't bring out the cowpoke
I
on
don't
day
think
one,
so.
right? Like
Once a
somehow
year.
there's a subtle transition to that from the guitar session.
I would be able to fall into a cult.
Would you be able to
Definitely.
make a cult?
Maybe eventually.
You
Once I
feel
get,
like you can like you have the ideas. Be like
I don't think I have it in me yet,
No,
but I
no.
believe in myself. Maybe eventually.
maybe when you're
I would fall for
maybe
it,
when you're
definitely.
a 40-year-old bald white guy, you can.
Once I Michael Jackson myself, I'll be able to start a cult.
Man.
I have this social theory that, like a lot of non-binary, like, parthenogenesis, the idea that yes, good, of course you do. Okay, so some animals just separate themselves and have children without having sexual reproduction. They do it completely asexually, right? And I think that people who are like non-binary are socially preparing themselves for being able to have children with themselves via cloning. And eventually, people who are somewhat lonely or don't find a partner are going to be able to have children by themselves, right? And I don't know how that works, what we're saying, but you could have a cult of people by cloning yourself or to other methods. I think it's more related to what we're talking about, how many children you want to have. But that's going to be socially possible during all of our lives, right? If you have a little bit of money and you just feel like it, you couldn't be able to clone yourself and have your
Or
litter
you
of...
could be like a lonely old lady and be like, "This dog is my kid. This is my kid. This is my dog."
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have a lot of them.
That
You
seems to
can
be.
clone yourself so you can harvest your clone's organs.
Peter Nygaard, a billionaire, actually was doing that. Not with
Really?
clones, but with stem cells of babies that he would then abort.
Damn, I gotta get in on that.
Yeah, stay on forever, dude. Fuck that.
Do they sell those in blister packs? Like,
Well, that's like another reason like people have a lot of kids. They're like, those are organs right there. Just in case like, I break a bone or my kidney fucks up, just take it from one of these kids.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, it's a good shit.
I had a
Good
friend of
method.
mine who refused to become an organ donor because she thought that her family might use it somehow. Like,
Damn, that's cold.
No, I didn't
Even
know
beyond
that.
the grave, never
Yo,
help the family.
Like
yeah.
like my brother, he refuses to get like health insurance because he thinks we're gonna kill him.
yeah.
That might just be your brother, though.
Yeah.
That's just.
How much is your health insurance again? Okay.
Well, that was my friend's reasoning as well. She thought they would murder her for the organs somehow.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
real conspiracy theory. People think that the cops see your medical card and just go, let's not say that.
Well, China has a real black market for organs.
For criminal?
Like real. Like they have like the highest organ transplant surgery rates in the world. Like
Nice.
super high levels. Yeah. And speaking of cults, apparently there's a cult in China that Falun Gong, that
Oh my god, them.
they claim that their members are often captured and murdered, and then their organs are
Because they
harvested.
don't smoke and drink, right? So they're very healthy.
Well, they're anti-Chinese government. They're
I've
anti-communist.
heard that.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how true that is, but apparently that is
They're
something.
very anti-communist. Yeah.
Yes, they're very anti-communist, but their leader is still a cult leader. Like he lives in New York, he just makes money off of like all of his members. But that's,
They have a opera theater show, no?
yes,
My friends went to see it.
fucking Shen Yun. Shen Yun was the big performance that they did. Yeah, people didn't know it was actually just a front for like this cult's recruitment strategy.
Yeah,
But
BBC.
It's enjoyable fun, you know.
They did.
yeah, I mean the commercials make it look nice, but once you actually see the show, like there's just this huge like anti-communist propaganda thing going on, and then like this, they have like their cult leader and like big pictures. Like it's a real cult.
I feel like we would all do that if we had the chance. Right?
It's odd that they would.
Well, the
choose
money is
to
great.
escape communism by entering into a cult. No,
Yeah, I guess.
it's like different but the same a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like communism is like pay what you can. Capitalism is pay what you can. Communism.
We're joined by Michael Osselman. Please save this conversation.
How many children would you have?
Yeah, how many children? If you had children, how many children do you have?
Genghis Khan, I'd have like 10,000.
And he'd eat
Have a
them.
lot.
He'd eat them. Like he'd eat the weakest ones.
Yeah.
The delicious looking.
I'd
ones.
save the sexiest ones as my sex slaves.
Did you go up? Did you?
No, I hope so.
Okay.
I can only hope.
How would we describe the energy of Grumpy's tonight? This is it started off strong, sensual. We would say sensual. Yes.
More,
I think
more
it's dying now. I think.
It looks like it's kind of like.
Who braided your hair?
I did.
Nice.
Did you just do that?
Yeah. I just,
Oh
I
yeah.
thought I was going
Did
crazy.
you-
Because I saw him
What-
earlier. I saw him like 2 hours ago.
What was this before or after the
How long did it
incident?
take you, yeah?
What?
The
He just-
braiding your hair.
I just did it like 2 seconds.
Oh
ago.
Jesus Christ! How'd you do it with
Literally
like?
before I
Can
came
you
to
see
the-
from the other eye right now?
Little. I can open it.
God,
Oh,
fuck it.
fuck.
Yeah.
We won't show this on camera, but his eye is fucked up right
Yeah,
now.
my eyes. Fucked up. We can show it on camera.
Yeah, if anything, I mean, that's
You
the money
better.
shot.
Yeah, that's the money shot.
What happened to your eye?
Do you mind pointing the microphone towards us? Yeah. thanks.
I didn't tell
Or you
him
could
I
hold
was
it,
gonna
sure.
come in.
Yeah. So what happened to my eye was, like, I got into a fight, got into a scrap. Ended up having too much with one of my boys, and he ended up getting aggressive. So
Right.
ended up fucking like kind of, I don't remember any of it.
Jesus. Yeah.
Next
I've
thing.
been in a fight
Yeah.
since like 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I won. I
Yeah,
break an exit.
I get in so
Yeah.
many fights.
I feel like you get your hair pulled.
No, I didn't have long hair.
Yeah.
When was the last time you
I
got
came
into a
out this
fight?
way.
Yeah, it was also similar to Eric. He was like in like grade school. It was in like
really?
yeah, in like early, I don't know, like middle school age.
Damn.
That was the last one. I am not a fighter, I'd be
Really?
the type to run,
Didn't
Nice.
somebody
That's
break your
crazy.
glasses?
That's true. Someone punched me in the face and broke my glasses once.
And that's the last time you wore
no,
glasses?
I just don't. Yeah. I just haven't bought,
You just been like,
I never bought new ones. I'm just too poor.
you're like, fuck fights. I hate
That
glasses.
is true
now.
though. Thank you for reminding me. But that wasn't much of a fight. The guy just punched me in the face. I broke my glasses and then I like ran away.
Nice.
Damn. Yeah, I lost my glasses.
Hell of a tactic.
Right?
Tactical retreat.
Should have ran away before he broke my glasses. That would have been the really
Hey, I
smart.
don't have
move.
insurance.
I did get in a fight in my adult time. A guy was giving me problems, and I was like just being, cutting back at him with like words. And he got really mad. And I did have longish hair, and he grabbed me by the hair.
That's so funny. It's such a target.
He yanked a bunch out. And I remember
way.
grabbing an M&M piggy bank and smashing it on his head.
No way.
And it, like shattered.
Yeah.
Where was
You mean
this?
like
In your
Slim,
home?
like Slim Shady piggy bank or like Eminem?
Like a plastic, yeah, that's funny. A plastic M&M, like not peanuts, normal regular
Oh,
M&M.
okay.
Yeah, this one. That's good. And then we got rid of him, obviously. But it didn't go further. He tore it. And it hurts. Like I've never had hair torn out of the head. Ouch.
Yeah,
It
fuck.
really hurts.
Jesus Christ.
I can imagine.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, man! Look at my face, man. Like you see all the scars, man. This was from when I fought my brother
Oh my god.
And this is another scar right here. I got ganged up by a bunch of like fucking kids, man. They fucking hit me with a fucking 2x4 and are kicking me. And then like you can see like some of my mustaches is like fucking gone, man. Like, I'm a fucking scrapper. I'm a scrapper.
This is it.
It's so funny. The only scars I have are self-inflicted.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Play violin on your wrist.
No, not even that. I got a scar here that came from self-inflicted drug abuse.
Self-inflicted drug abuse. Like, what is,
Like shooting between the weapon.
like just
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, I was injecting heroin into
Injecting heroin.
into the side of my palm.
Alright, I'm gonna take a piss, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us, CJ. Hell yeah.
So I go up there.
I don't know. What else do I want to talk about?
One more topic. Let's do one more topic.
One more topic? Sure.
Get the killer
Would you
line
like
yet.
to? How do you think you would fare if you became pregnant? What do you think
I'd
that
be
would be like?
terrible.
I'd have a lot of questions. Wait, am I like as a man being
As a man,
pregnant?
you're pregnant.
Would I be the first male pregnancy case?
I suppose. I mean, unless you count like trans men or something.
I'd want it. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd go on a world tour.
Go on a world tour.
You'd become the most famous comedian of all time.
That'd be my
That
whole
would be
bit.
your whole bit, is being the male pregnant comedian. For 9 months, you could make a killing
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Butt birth.
I'm gonna have a baby.
on Facebook.
Dude, you could become a cult leader.
Yes.
Your family would return to you, and they would worship you as their new leader.
I feel like my family would yeah, they'd turn around, especially with the money coming in. They definitely would turn around. Yes, they would accept me as their pregnant gay son. Yes, they would.
It's like you would be kind of like Mary in a strange way.
Yes,
You know, in a strange
in some
you'd
way,
be kinda like
it
Mary.
truly would be the virgin birth. Yes, it would be.
Are you not
It doesn't
scared?
have to be a virgin birth. I mean,
Oh, okay. So like, I would get inseminated, and somehow
Do I
end
give
up
birth
pregnant.
anally? Like, how does it work? Like,
I would assume so. Yes.
That's horrible.
Through the dick. Oh my
that's
god.
more likely, to be honest.
That is more. Yeah, I guess so. If we're understanding the mechanics of male pregnancy.
Honestly, I don't think I can handle it very well because I can barely handle a big meal sometimes. Right?
Yes.
I can't handle that kind of bloating. So like,
Absolutely.
I don't think I can handle pregnancy very well at all.
Absolutely.
I've had shit, so I was just like, just rip me open. Just take a knife and rip me open. dude.
C-section, that shit.
Yeah, dude, it's horrible.
yeah.
I don't have the
Oh my
strength
God,
to go
that's
through
right,
this.
yeah.
People eat your fiber, okay? Everyone daily supplements. with
Metamucil.
fiber. Metamucil. Yes.
Metamucil.
Yo, that'd be a hell of a sounding video. Fucking baby up there.
Oh my god.
Are you not
Coming out of your
scared
baby coming out of your cock.
I don't understand sounding. I don't. It must feel pleasurable for people to do it, but it just
I've
sounds.
never tried it.
I've never tried it.
Sounding.
Neither of you.
Sounding.
Don't act like you
What is
have.
that?
When you put
You've tried
often a
sounding?
metal tube in your urethra.
I might.
Oh.
I
For
might
pleasure.
tonight. I have some needles. I sell.
Right?
What happened to good old fashioned
You don't want a
jerking off
pointy
the
end
porn?
in that.
I know, right?
Disgusting.
Some people just enjoy their
Quaint.
sounding.
Quaint, yes.
I mean, you know, like when you scratch the underside of your penis, and it
Yes.
feels, maybe sounding feels like that, but more intense.
Oh my god.
You know, what I mean? Just feel like
Chills just thinking about it.
It's truly terrible.
Yeah.
you've tried it.
No, but I mean, like, I can imagine.
Somebody got lazy that day.
I don't know. Maybe it's the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
You know? Some people think the
It would fuck up the,
the
pressure of your
prostate
piss.
is the forbidden fruit, but in fact, it is the urethra.
Man, I feel like it has the same amount of appeal as being, like, fucked in a nostril. Like, imagine getting, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a hole that's meant to be
I
entered.
mean, I got big nostrils. So.
You do actually.
I do.
Well, if one of
I
you
think
has
a
small
micro
cock,
penis
then you're
could fit in
invisible.
there. I think so.
Couple, I think a couple.
so. Yeah. That's funny.
It's gotta be hard, though.
Hell
It's
yeah.
gotta be hard.
Hell yeah. Okay. On that note, what's everyone's Instagram handle if people want to follow you?
Michael Usselman.
Okay.
I Hearth 69.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Avanti.
2 stone rings. The 2 is a word and not a letter.
Eric, where can people find you?
Eric.intravado. I'm not going to spell it.
And I am at Rosetto Stone on Instagram. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.
Did I get it right?
Are you
I
not-
Hearth. Did I get it right? I Hearth.
Are you not scared of of having a child, like physically?
I Heart her.
Me?
Yeah. When are you gonna have like
I got my plug in.
accouchement? I forgot the word in English. How do you say the accouchement in English?
I don't speak French.
Accouchement,
Accouchement.
Something pregnancy.
What's the context? It's
No. When the child comes out of you, I forgot the word.
going to labor.
Labor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
labor.
not scared of going to labor? Yeah.
Oh, I would not want to get pregnant. That would be bizarre. I think I'd rather adopt. She'd have a child.
Yeah. But, okay. Then it's the pain aspect.
Sorry, Osama. Can I get
Yeah,
through? I just want to.
bizarre. You have another person in your body. It's just weird.
That happens. Having another person.
That's cool, man.